We are going live. I think we're live. Hello, everyone. Hi, everyone watching on the replay. We are live from London, and today I'm sending a special Easter live to all of you. And hi, everyone that already joined. So lovely to see that you're ready and waiting with your supplies. Let's see who we have here. We got Jessica. Are your kids joining as well, or are you the one doing the crafts? Hi, Viro and Neil, welcome. Lena and Summer, yay, you're here. So fun to see you. I miss you guys. And it's so fun that you're taking part of this live stream. To those of you new to the channel, I am Charlotta from London Art Nanny, and I run art classes in London. Now at the moment, it's a bit tricky because we are in lockdown, so that's why I thought to connect with you guys online instead. Hey, Lena, I wonder if Arvid and Victor are joining. Lena is my sister. Arvid and Victor are my nephews. They are super crafty, and I saw pictures of them painting Easter eggs in Sweden right now. Where are you guys from? Where are you based? I'm in London. Lena is in Sweden. Lena, Tamer and Lulu, Lena, you're in London as well. Hannah, hey, so nice that you joined. Okay, guys, you will need papers. And if you have colored papers, we're using green and blue colored paper and white paper for the egg. Let me just grab the glue stick. So we're going to use a glue stick, scissors, and paper. That's all that you need to do that one. So I miss you too, Tamara and Lena. It's so nice that you're here. And also you, Sarah, of course. So nice that you joined today. And also, guys, I do hope that you're going to show me how yours turn out. Because it's just, this is something new for me as everything is going live online right now. I just love that you guys are taking part, and I also love to see how yours turn out. So please, please, please share with me on Instagram and tag me with LDN Art Nanny. In half like this, and then you make a super strong crease in the middle like that. Yeah, and then we fold it one more time and one more time. And make a super strong crease on the other side as well. And this will give you an M shape. Yeah, if you have problems with anything that we are doing right now, or I described it too fast, or you didn't get what I meant, you do type in the chat box and I'll show you again. But first, fold it, the paper 4 times like that, in half, and then one more time, and one more time again. So you have an M shape. And then you grab a white paper and cut out the egg. And the egg should be the size not to go over the edges. You see what I mean? There in the middle. And once you cut out the egg, I know that I'm speeding up a little bit, but I'm just showing you the steps and then you can do it in your own time. Then you grab your scissors. Where did I put my scissors? Here. And then you go more or less in the middle. It's not so precise. Just go. And this is a little bit tricky for smaller hands, but it's a good exercise for the fingers as well. To turn the scissor up and down like this. Like that. All the way to the end. So for the younger artists, you might need mommy or daddy to help you to do that. For the older ones, I'm sure you get the hold of it. But take your time and make really nice, like zigzag patterns all the way till the end. And then you grab the lower part, and as you can see, it is glued over the edge like that. So don't put glue on this part. Just put glue down here. And then you stick it on like that. And then as you can see, I added the top part like this and place it so that it fits in with the bottom part. So that when you open it up, it makes sense like this. Yeah? Hi, Wendy. Thank you for joining. Wendy, are you doing the crafts yourself, or do you have kids joining in? Or are you just maybe watching? The last part on this is the grass. And I got this ready. As you see, I made this card already. But now again, you cut small stripes in the grass. If you don't have green paper, you can just draw straight over here as well, straight on the paper. Yeah, and then to the fun part, once you've done that, when you open it up, you can decide what will be inside. So this is an Easter surprise egg. So it can be anything inside. With my online, so I'm running online classes now through Zoom, if you didn't know that. And that is, we did this card in my Zoom call, and some of the kids made Easter bunnies, some of them made chicks, some made chocolates and candies, and I made a, are you ready? T-Rex. He is bouncing out of the egg like that. So you see, when you open the fold like that, you got all of this space here to draw something fun and write a message. You can say Happy Easter or whatever you wanted to say. I don't know where you guys are from. Did anyone say where you're from? Do you celebrate Easter? I mean, that's a Western Christian tradition. Not everyone celebrates Easter. So if you don't want to make an Easter bunny or a chick, you can just make a dinosaur or a crocodile, or I think, was it Jessica who said unicorn? I thought that was a fun idea. So you could make a unicorn jumping out. Yes, Jessica, dinosaur. I went for the dinosaur. Are you making a unicorn in yours? Hi, Simone. Thank you for joining. Simone, are you following along with the crafts, or are you just watching today? Yes, Spider-Man is a good idea. Good thinking. Hey, Erica Joy. So nice to have you here. So nice to see so many of you guys here. I didn't know if anyone even gonna join, but you know what? I'm so crazy about crafting that I decided to do it anyway, even if I'm just sitting here talking to myself. But yeah, I'm gonna put that over here in the background again, and you can crack on with that one. Even if I move ahead and you're still working on that one, don't worry, take your time. And also if you need to go back and watch something that we did, this will be available on replay afterwards as well. Let's see, I'm gonna put this egg on the side. Something else we did during this Easter week was, for those of you who have toilet rolls ready and want to use these ones, we made the traditional Easter bunny. As you can see, this is super simple, but still quite fun for kids to do. And it's a nice kind of decoration for Easter. So basically you color it any color you want. Use acrylic or poster paints or water paints if you don't have. And then choose a color, paint it, decorate it, cut out arms and legs, ears. I used googly eyes, and that's it. These ones are these cocktail sticks on this type. And then I just split it in half and taped it on the back side like that. So that's our little Easter bunny. As I did this already, and I think it's so super simple that you know how to do this even if I don't do it right now, I'm gonna put this here on the side. And I am going to tell you about this strange thing. And do you know what I'm noticing right now? I forgot to turn on the party lights. That is such an important part of this video. I have to turn on the party lights. Sorry, guys. There we go. Ooh. Maybe it's more like fairy lights. It's not party lights, it's fairy lights because they're very calm. Anyways, this is a Scandinavian, Swedish, Finnish tradition. I think also Germans do this. Do you guys do this in your countries? We basically cut off branches from trees and we bring them in, put them in water, And then we decorate them with colorful feathers. I don't know if you can see these feathers because they're quite light in color. I chose like light pink. So we decorate them with feathers, and then we paint eggs and decorate eggs however you want, with any color you want, and then we hang it in the tree like this. And then I used pipe cleaners to make these. The same ones that I made for this Easter bunny. If you've seen this one, you might have seen it on Instagram, or I made a tutorial about how to make this as well. So it's the same way I made these ones. Basically, you take a pipe cleaner, let's grab one from here, put it around a Sharpie, a marker, a pencil, anything you have that's round, and you spin it around like this. And then you take it off like that. Turn the top bit like this, and then you can hang it on. Where shall we hang this? Maybe up here. Yeah? Super easy. It's quite fun for decorations. Let's see, what are you guys saying in here? Simone, we got like a slide paddling pool with bowling balls. We'll make a video. Let's see. Simone, are your kids crafting or are you viewing? I know a lot of you have kids and they are home from school right now, so try to find ways to stay creative at home. I know it's quite challenging, and I know you parents have a lot on your hands. Keep them creative, because as you know, I think it's very important. Anyways, I wanted to show you how I made this Easter egg. And this is a very traditional way, at least in Scandinavia. I don't know if you guys do it. If you do, let me know. So we don't own it only for Scandinavia. Anyone can do this. Yeah, so we decorate them and then we put a string inside. I'm gonna take this string off. And then we tie them on a branch. Let's see, which one shall I put it? This one is getting so much now. Let's put it here anyway. Gonna take that one down. And hopefully it will be strong enough to hold it. And then we tie it on like this. Like that. What I have here behind the camera is 3 of these luggages. These are my craft luggages, and I store all sorts of supplies inside. And in this first one, we have the very famous egg box. And inside is a lot of things. But what I'm gonna take out from here is an Easter egg. There we go. So a lot of you maybe know this already, but if you want to blow them out, this one is empty now. You make a hole from the top, a tiny little hole like that. And then from the other side, you make a bigger hole in here. Okay? And then you blow from here. This is already empty. I didn't want to do that on live because it looks a bit disgusting when the egg comes out. But you blow from here, and the egg comes out from this side, and then it's emptied, and then you can use it for Easter decorations. So what I did was I grabbed a toothpick. I cut a small piece of a toothpick like this, and then a string like that. I tie this one on. Let me see while I'm tying this one on. Are you guys getting on with your craftings? If you have any questions, pop it in the chat box. And then I tie this one like this. This is a bit tricky to tie. Here we go. I'm getting there. Because this one is a plastic toothpick, so it's a bit slippery, but it's still fine. I normally do this with wooden toothpicks, but I ran out of them, so I'm using plastic ones. There we go. Now the hole in here needs to be big enough for this one to fit, and if it's not, make a little bit bigger hole. This one is a little bit tricky. I just wanted to show you how I do this. So I tie that one on the string around the toothpick, and then pop it through here. But now this hole is not big enough, so I'm gonna make it a bit bigger. I'm using one of these to make the holes. If you don't have these ones, you can use just a normal needle and make the hole a little bit bigger like that. And then you can put toothpick through. I think this is too loose. Sorry guys, it's a little bit tricky to get that one tight enough. Tying this one around. I think it's also because I know you guys are watching, so my fingers get a little bit... It's like so easy when no one is watching, but then when you try to show people, it's always a bit trickier. There we go. I'm gonna tie it down here on the table. Sorry, you won't be able to see this right now, but I just want this to work out. There we go. Tie it really super tight. So if you have wooden toothpicks, that is way better than these slippery ones. I think I need to make this a little bit. I just wanted the hole to be as small as possible so that it won't show so much. There we go. Now it's going inside. And then once it drops, you can hang it like that. So once we get to this part, let's see, Riley is watching now. That's nice, he's joining. Who else have we got here? Why was message deleted? What did he say? Okay, so this one I'm tying to a cocktail stick. Like this. And I hope you guys got I hope you guys are doing your other craft, the card and the bunny, while I am tying and doing these things, so you're not bored while watching. Also, another thing is, if you're getting out the paints today, check that you have tissue paper close by, because it always gets a little bit messy with paint. But anyways, I tied this one to the cocktail string. And then what I'm gonna do is move my coffee out of the way and pull these ones closer by. These are, by the way, pine cones from Finland, from our summer house. I really, really miss my family right now. They are all in Finland and Sweden. And, you know, the times we're going through kind of make you miss your family a little bit more, but hey, thank God for technology. We are able to connect still. Anyways, so I put the egg hanging from there, and then I am putting a canvas underneath like this. See if I can pop it in between. There we go. And to make this kind of marble effect that I have on these eggs, I chose these three colors. So we've got white, blue, and dark pink magnetic. And then let's start with white. And everything is shaking right now. What did I do? I shook the whole table. There we go. Now I'm taking the white, and then I'm gonna pour it over here just checking that you can see. Let's move that one out of the way as well. Less distractions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this white paint from here, from the top, and let it drip through. It's going to go through the hole and on top of the egg, like that. And then, let's see, what color shall we take next? Let's go for the blue one, maybe? Yeah, let's go for blue. And then, you open the blue one. And then, I took off the tags because I'm not sponsored by any company doing this right now, so as little brands as possible. Anyways, these are just poster paints for kids. And then I splash it on top like that and let it drip. And remember, I have the canvas underneath, so it's gonna drip there. I don't like wasting paint, so I'm gonna use the paint underneath as well. Let's see, so that is gonna drop for a bit. And then I take the pink one, open it up, turn it upside down, and then we go and splash, 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 splash all around the egg. And let it run off. And let's see what happens. What kind of pattern it's gonna make. And afterwards, I dip the egg inside this little pool of paint there on the table. But while that one is dripping, thank you, by the way, for being patient and waiting for me to tie this one on. It took a while, but we got there in the end. So this is going to be a super colorful egg, and in the end it's going to look more or less like these ones hanging here with this kind of like marble effect. Let's see, what are you guys writing now? Riley is watching on his brother's phone and he is crafting. What is Riley making right now? Are you making the Easter Bunny, the card, or are you making your own thing? The good thing about these live sessions are that you don't have to make exactly what I make. You can do whatever you feel like, and then if you get inspired to make anything of these crafts that I'm making, then go for it. So next up, I'm going to put some tissue paper underneath because it is gonna get a little bit messy now that I take out more paint. This pattern over here, by the way, you can't see it that well, but the pattern that is making on the canvas is really, really cool. Oh, Riley is making the Easter Bunny fun. I wonder if Arvid and Victor and Lena, are you still watching? And how are you, Lena and Tamer? Tamer, are you getting on okay? I'm about to take out the next thing now. So if you have something to do, continue with what you're doing. If you want to use, if you have an egg box and want to use it, then it is time to take out the egg box. Continue with what you're doing or join in on this little egg box craft. So, oh, Riley, I'm so happy that you're crafting with me today. Now I'm going to turn down the camera a bit so you don't see only my face, but actually what I'm doing here on the table. So I'm going to put the egg box down here. This is something that I saw on a Swedish lady called Kreativa Karin. And you know that I've been painting these chicks. And this part over here, this chick is made out of the card, the egg box from the inside. So I just cut one of these out, and then you color it in, give it some eyes, give it a beak, and some feathers. So it's really easy to make these ones, and even like 2-year-olds know how to make these. So it is very straightforward. Just paint them and give them some details. Oh, hi, Neva. Neva, are you crafting as well? I know that Neva calls me London Art Granny, and I love that because it's so cute. And I love the messages that you've been sending, Neva. Neva is sometimes sending me videos on Instagram showing me what she's crafting. And I find that super, super cute. So I love when people send in what they're doing with their kids. Anyways, this one, I saw it on Kreativa Karin. She does a lot of crafting videos as well. And she made these chicks, but she made it inside. So she didn't cut open the egg box, but she used the egg box to hide treasures inside. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna paint this, and I'm gonna grab some blue. And I'm gonna put the blue straight inside here. So this is gonna be the sky, and these are gonna be the chicks. So I'm gonna put some blue straight in there. And I will add a little bit of white so it's not too dark. And let's see, where did oh, I know where my brushes are. They are inside my super random brush holder. It's quite big, isn't it? But I just kind of, I love making these kind of projects. And I made some for my clients as well, but now I'm just doing them for fun. Because it's, you know, we spend a lot of time indoors at the moment, so we got plenty of time to get creative. I do it anyways. Isolation or not, I do stay indoors and do a lot of crafting anyway, so it's not really only because of that. I always do a lot of crafting. But yeah, now I guess I have more time for that. So now I'm coloring this whole thing with blue, like that. Erica Joy, are you painting something or crafting with us, or are you just having a coffee and hanging out? A lot of my friends here on YouTube are also artists, and there are a lot of people running art videos and art channels. So it's fun to see you guys here as well. And I guess you are doing your own creative stuff, or you're just watching. I'm not sure. Some of you, I guess, have kids as well. But anyways, I'm gonna paint this one. I've got quite a lot of blue, so I'm using it up here on the edges as well. By the way, is the screen okay? Can you see me clearly? Because sometimes I notice afterwards when I watch the replay that the internet connection has been slow and then the image has been blurry. So do let me know if you can't hear me or if the image isn't clear. I hope you can hear me and see me okay. Meanwhile, while I'm doing this, that one is dripping there in the background. So now the next color that I'm taking out is, can you guess it? Yellow. I'm grabbing yellow, and I've got these big kids poster paints. The boys, yes, but the boys are running around. Yeah, that's the thing with online classes as well, you know. It's a bit challenging to keep them entertained, but hey. Thank you for staying online anyway, Lena. And maybe if I say Arvid, Victor, Arvid, come and join us. Let's make a new brush. And I'm gonna color these little chicks yellow here in the middle. Because I'm using poster paint, it doesn't cover as much as acrylic paint. But I mean, these are like, it's like kids' crafts anyway, so I wanted to keep it kid-friendly and use the colors that we use in my art classes as well. I wonder if Lina and Tamara are still painting with us. Are they still here? Lina and Tamara, how are you getting on? Are you doing your crafts? This one chick is ready, and now I'm gonna put some yellow on this one as well. And do you remember? So now we have two primary colors over here. We got blue and yellow. We have three primary colors. The third one is red. And when we mix the two primary colors, yellow and blue, we get green. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take some of this yellow. Okay, I'm grabbing some yellow with my brush. There we go. And then I'm gonna mix it in with some of the blue here. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe if I lift it up a bit, I'm mixing it in to make some green. So this part over here, I'm gonna have a little bit of a green shade to it. I'm actually gonna take my blue brush now, so it mixes in a little bit better. There we go. Just so you know, guys, even though you see the chat maybe a bit quicker, it takes a little while before I see the messages. So if I reply slowly, it's because it hasn't shown on my little chat screen yet. Here we go. So Erica Joy, where are you based? I know Jessica and Simone, they are here in the UK. Lena and Tamer are in UK. Lena, Victor and Arvid, they are in the UK. Neil, and you as well. Where is Neil based? It's fun. The fun thing with this online classes and online craftings is that we can get connected anywhere in the world, and we're not now limited by distance. So got a lot of different. Oh yes, you're in Florida, Erica. Sorry about that. You did say, because I remember you commented on my Florida videos to go and check out different things there in your area. So I did know that, I just didn't come to mind for a second. Anyway, so you can see that I'm making this green over here, all the way around like this. Like that. And if you are a bit older, you can add more details to this. You can add flowers and clouds and whatnot, whatever you think of. Butterflies, maybe. Now it's spring as well. It's actually been like super sunny in London now for the past 3 weeks. All the time during the lockdown, actually. Since we went on lockdown, it's been sunny, and like yesterday was, I think, around 23 degrees. It was super sunny. We went for a run in the park. We are still okay to go outside, so we went out for a short run and just admiring all the beautiful flowers that are popping out in the grass. And yeah. Here is this part already, I think. After I put the water, I'm gonna cover that one a little bit more up there. And now I will let this one dry for a bit while I check on this egg here in the background. So this one you can use as a surprise egg box for Easter. And you can hide some chocolate eggs inside, or messages, maybe write a note and add it in here. But that one is gonna dry for a bit now, and then I'm gonna check out this one. So let's see, how is it? Now I am going to get a little bit messy, so I'm getting tissue paper ready, moving this a little bit to the side, and then I will actually take a stick from here. I'm gonna spread this here on the canvas a little bit like this. This is actually making such a beautiful pattern as well. I think I put a little bit more blue in this one compared to those ones, so it's gonna be a little bit darker. Let's see. So I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna get a little bit of paint on my fingers as well. It's looking quite cool like this as well. You see some of the paint is coming through that hole. And now it looks quite cool, doesn't it? So now I'm gonna dip it here in this paint. Now you can't really see that well, but I'll show you in a second. And I'm gonna pull out the paint a little bit like that, side to side. And roll it around in here a bit. And make a really cool marble effect. gonna dip it all sides in so that we got all of that egg covered. Here in the UK, the eggs are brown, at least the ones that I have. So now you got this kind of marble effect on the egg. And you can see my fingers are super messy, so I'm gonna have to wipe them a bit. But we always get a little bit messy when we do art, and that's totally fine, as long as we wash our hands afterwards. So I'm gonna put this marbled egg over here to dry, and it's gonna drip a little bit more on the canvas, wiping my fingers a bit. And then I will take out some gold glitter. It is 7:30 in Florida. Yeah, I know it's quite early for Americans right now. I have quite a few American friends here on YouTube, and I know that this is a little bit too early for you guys. Thank you, Erica, for joining, even though it's super early. What time is it over at yours, Wyro? It's you're in Asia, so I'm trying to figure out what time it is. I'm adding some gold glitter here on top. There we go. And now I've got like glitter all over the table as well. But hey, it's okay. It's Easter, and I don't mind a bit of glitter here and there. Well, let's see. I'm gonna tidy up a little bit, put this one away. And then the brushes go in the water over here. See, I use a lot of recycled materials. Like this is a glass jar from a jam. These ones are like coffee jars. That one is a coffee jar. So you can use a lot of things that you have at home, and you don't need to buy everything. And it's also nicer for the planet. So next up, let's see, what shall we do? That one is drying. Why don't we add the details to this box now? So what I'm gonna do is grab some glue. I am using PVA glue. It's the same that you use in schools as well. And then I cut out 2 little beaks like that. And I'm gonna glue it a little bit on the inside so it's like they're looking at each other. So I'm popping a little bit of glue there and there. If it runs down, it doesn't matter. When this glue dries, it turns transparent. So even if it runs down, don't stress about it. I know Lena, if you're still watching, I know that Lena loves this little glue box. What do you call it, container? She loves squeezing this. Do you remember, Lena? I always have to put it on the side and say, it's enough. I miss you guys so much. Okay, now this one has 2 beaks like that. Then I think I'm gonna give them some googly eyes, just like this one. That one has googly eyes as well. And I'm gonna put some feather here through the hole, like that. That one has a feather. And then we have googly eyes over here. And let's see if I can find the smaller ones. Those ones are fine. 2, 3, 4. This one also is a jam jar, recycled. We don't need to buy a lot of plastic. We can use what we have and what we already get from the packages and reduce waste and look after our planet a bit. The good thing about this whole lockdown and quarantine thing is that nature is getting a break and actually healing right now, as you probably heard. And that's at least something positive with all of this going on. Now, what do you think about this? I think we could add a little bit of... Do you need a hand to help you out? Are you asking me? Yes, I do. Why don't you come and do some art here as well? for the background, I think I have some stickers over here, but I think this might be a little bit too wet. What I did yesterday was with this part over here, when I made those 2 eggs, with this drip part, I dipped some eggs there as well. I'm gonna add that into this box over here, like that. And then if you want, you can use them as lids and hide something inside there as well. So I'm putting one there, one here, maybe in the back, like that. And I got some more over here. There's another one. There you go. It reminds you of Angry Birds. Yeah, that's true, actually. It looks a bit like Angry Birds. The main one is red, isn't it? Maybe we need to make an Angry Bird craft one time. They are actually, the creator of Angry Bird is from Finland. So it always reminds me of home when I hear about Angry Birds. I'm gonna put this over here, and then let's see. I made this kind of flag already. So I cut out small triangles. Excuse my messy fingers. It always gets like that when I'm crafting. Cut out small triangles and tape them to a little thread. And then I'm gonna stick it on. And guys, I am gonna be here for quite a while. Hi, Wendy. It's good to see that you're still here. I will be here for quite a while and do a lot of different crafts for quite some time, since it's Easter and I love crafting. But if you need to go, if you have somewhere to be, or if your lunch is coming up or anything else, don't feel bad if you need to go. Just happy to see that we have 8 people watching right now. Lena is writing in Swedish saying, Victor's egg innehåller en vulkan. Du ska få se. Okay, Victor is my nephew, and he made a volcano inside his egg, and he's gonna show me later. I can't wait to see. Jag kan inte vänta. I can't wait to see Victor's volcano. When I speak 2 languages, I always start to speak like Swinglish. Did you guys do that? If anyone of you, if you're bilingual or speak more than 1 language, when I communicate in 2 languages, I always like, because also English and Swedish is quite similar. So we have the same words like volcan, volcano, and cat, cut. You just pronounce it a little bit different. So whenever I'm speaking like 2 languages, I always mix them up. Let's see what's Riley's saying. Riley's still watching and crafting with you. I love that. What are you making now, Riley? Did you finish your little bunny? What color did you make yours? Let's see, Vairo. I like to get connected with you running a channel, but do check out each other's channels if you're running a creative one. Vairo is also an artist, and he does beautiful artworks. He uses a lot of like soft pastels and stuff like that. So if you want to check that out after the live, do check out his channel. I also cut out some more of that same grass that we had here on the card. And I was thinking to add it here, but is it a little bit too high maybe? The grass is overgrown. Maybe I need to add, well, I have a smaller one. Maybe that one is better. Yeah, that looks nicer. So I'm gonna add this one to the background. Again, I'm gonna take out Lena's favorite glue. Lena, are you still watching? I'm adding some glue here. And I wonder if Arvid is watching. Is Arvid crafting with us? Or is he just being Busmaya and running around? So now I'm adding that little grass over here. I don't know how to translate Busmaya, by the way. Bus is like when you're being cheeky. When you're doing pranks on people. Arvid does a lot of pranks on people. He's fun. I love him, by the way. I'm just teasing. As I do. Okay, that one is not sticking up the way I wanted it to. I guess the line over here is not big enough. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it to the background instead. I wanted it to be like a bit more 3D and for it to stick here, but the edge was too small. Never mind, I'm gonna stick it there. And then I have a pink cloud sticker. The light is so strong you might not see it. It's a little smiley sticker, so I'm gonna put it here in the background. My fingers are super messy now, you see? So I'm taking that one off and sticking it up here to make it cute. There we go. How about that? Can you see it? Isn't that cute? What else do you think I should put in here? Yes, Riley has finished his bunny and he's now making a ninja out of a loo roll. Oh, I like that. I hope you're going to show me, Riley, later how it turns out. A ninja, that is so cool. Okay, this little egg box, let's see. Do I need to add anything more? Are you, Jessica, making a volcano? Do you know I made that in one of my art classes? I filmed it, but I never had time to post that video, but I am aiming to post it at some point. We made quite a cool volcano with a bigger roll, a tall one like this. And then we put like newspaper inside, and then we folded it down to make like a mountain around it, and this was holding it up. And then from here we put red tissue paper, that was the lava, and then a paper plate underneath, or just cardboard. It was quite a fun project, but I haven't posted that one yet. But show me how your volcano turns out as well. I'd love to see that. Let's see. That one is still wet. This one is still drying. Let's see what else we have in here. I'm gonna put this on the side now. It's getting a little bit busy here on the table. So I'm gonna pop this one over here in the background somewhere, trying not to flip anything over. Meanwhile, there we go. So we got the chicks in the background, the chick in front of here as well. This one over here is intriguing me a little bit. I really feel like I feel like taking out this canvas so I can turn it around, but maybe I need to wait a little bit longer with that. Okay, what do you think I should make out of this loo roll? Riley's making the ninja, which is a little bit challenging because I don't know that much about ninjas. Are they? What color are they? Yes, we'll be filming it as well. Cool, Jessica. I'm looking forward to seeing your volcano. Let's see. What could I make this into? We made a chick. We made a bunny. I have created this type of a PDF. But you see, it's just simple eggs with different patterns. And then you can write your name here. If you want, you add it to my website, to the blog. If you didn't know, I'm running a blog as well, where I add a lot of craftings and PDFs and downloadable things. So this is gonna go there as well. Could you make a daffodil? Oh, that is a bit challenging. From this? I could do that with an egg box, but I don't have any more egg boxes here. You know how you can do it with egg boxes? You use like this part as the thing that comes out, this part in the middle, and then a star behind it. But I don't have any more egg boxes here right now. I just have the loo rolls. How would you make this into? Maybe if you like cut it from here and turn this into the star. Would that work? Shall we try? It might be a complete fail. What is Lena saying? No, no, is that like, no, Arvid is not joining anymore? Did he have enough? I saw Arvid making some Easter eggs, and he painted one into a chick. I have no idea if this is gonna work or not, but let's see what it will look like. So I'm just cutting out triangles basically here. from one side, like that. And then I'm turning it up like this. Does that look like a daffodil? It's a little bit big, isn't it? Like that. Maybe you can bend this a little bit more to make it more realistic. Like this. Like that. Here's a daffodil. I am now going to take out this canvas here from underneath. I'm just going to tidy up a little bit and clear the space. So let's put this one here back on the bunny's head over there. Maybe this could be something on the canvas. And then I'll put the tissue underneath instead. There we go. So this is the patterns that it's making right now. And this could be making quite a cool background. Maybe it could be part of the sky for a painting. I really like these patterns. I'm going to show it a bit closer. It's a bit tricky now because it's runny, so I can't show it on top of the laptop because it might drip. Let's see if I can show it. You see that pattern? It looks quite cool. If you look at this part here in the middle and then picture yourself painting around it. I'm gonna grab a brush and spread it a bit more. We are coming up to 52 minutes now. Gonna spread this a little bit more and let it run. There we go. Thank you, Erica. I've seen a lot of artists doing these kind of pour techniques on YouTube, and I always wanted to try it, so why not do that now? Add a little bit more white. It's always just so messy, isn't it? Add a bit more blue. And then what they do is they let it pour like this, different angles, and let it spread and make a pattern. I was going over that purple as well. And I'm gonna add a little bit more of that pink in here as well, once this one has run a bit. And what you can do is you can let it pour over the edges. So I'm splashing a little bit of pink here and there. It's not so precise because it's going to be mixed in anyway. And then you let it run like this. And the tricky part is not to get too much to drip off, but still getting closer to the edge. There we go. I'm going to turn down like that. And let it run and see what kind of pattern it makes. And this is something you don't need to know. You don't need to have any particular skills in art to do this. You can just pour paint and let it run down. And it turns out quite cool. Like that. I'm gonna let it go a little bit more in this corner. I would like to see this whole canvas covered in paint, but let's see if that works out. How are you guys, the ones who are celebrating Easter? How are you celebrating this year? Are you doing anything in your gardens or having some egg hunts, or what do you get up to? Thank you, Erica. I always thought that as well when I saw other people doing it. That is kind of satisfying to watch. And it just drips and runs down. I'm putting a tissue paper underneath so I can let it run over the edges as well. I don't really want any of that canvas to show. So I'm just gonna let it run like this. And this is just normal poster paint. It's quite thin and runny, as you can see. And just let it drip off right off the edge. Would it be cool to leave some parts like that maybe? And leave some texture to it? So you see some of the texture of the canvas? Maybe? I'm gonna spread it a bit with my finger. So it goes all the way up here. There we go. What do you guys think? Shall I add some glitter to this or not? Maybe I could add some glitter to it. Now that we're coming up to 1 hour, let's see, 6 of you are still watching. I was gonna say that next week I will be doing a live again, and I think I'll do that one a little bit later, so 2 p.m. BST. And we're gonna do painting then, live painting with proper acrylics. This is now poster paint. And then I'm actually gonna put this to stand up like this. That looks quite cool, doesn't it? I like how that turned out. It's the first time that I tried that. But it looks pretty cool to me. It's not Easter, it's just colorful and fun. And I wanted to do it now that the Easter egg has been dripping on top of that canvas anyway. Yes, Jessica, you need to join in too. And why don't we do a painting session next Saturday and all ages can join? I'll be painting a scenery. Let me show you. Actually, I have a sketch here in my artist book. This is where I do all my sketches and painting ideas. So you might have seen this on my Instagram. I painted a scenery like this, and I thought we could do this painting on live next Saturday. And I'm gonna make it super simple so that younger artists can join as well, and they can add some fish or some ships and stuff to the sea, but also older, I shouldn't say older, adults, grown-ups can do this as well if anyone wants to join in and do some painting together with me next Saturday, 2 p.m. BST, so a little bit later than today. But now, let me see if I can find where did I put the glitter? Here we go. I am gonna sprinkle some glitter on top of this now that is, shall we turn it around again maybe? Can turn it this way? Actually, I want to keep that part. It looks quite cool, so I'm gonna turn it this way instead. And then we can sprinkle a little bit of glitter. Like that. Does any one of you do resin art? I would love to try resin as well. So you pour resin on top of a canvas and then it spreads. I am guessing that the kids that started 1 hour ago are probably not watching anymore, so that's why I'm speaking about other art stuff right now. I think I could paint the edges maybe in black, but I'll do that afterwards when this one has dried. But yes, I think this one is quite cool that way. I'm gonna put it down to let it dry and wipe my hands a little bit. Now, why don't we chat for a while? Let me see who's still here. We got 8 people watching now. So let's see, is Simone still watching? Are you arting or are you watching, or did you go? I'm gonna scroll up a bit as well and see if I missed any messages. Vyro, are you still here or did you take off? I have 8 people watching right now, so hello to all of you. I think some new people might have joined as well. Do let me know in the chat box if you're watching and if you want to see any of the crafts that we did earlier before you came on, because this live has been going for 1 hour now. So if you just joined, you might have missed out from the beginning. And if you want to see anything that we made, let me know in the chat box so I know who's still here and who wants to see what. I'm gonna put this one on the side. Vyro is still here. How are you doing, Vyro? How is your dad? Did you bring him his portrait yet? I know it's difficult now that we need to stay separate for a while, but I hope he's doing okay. Who else do we still have here? We have Jessica. I'd love a painting Saturday. If you're able to join next Saturday, I know it is quite challenging at the moment for families with having the kids around and everything full time. So if you're able to paint, join along. If not, I do understand. Yes, is Simone still here? Let's see. Maybe. Jessica is saying she gets lost in art. I'm like that as well. And the good thing about the times that we're going through now is when you it's dangerous. Yes, Jessica is saying it's dangerous. Yeah, you do like get lost, lose track of time when you start painting, especially like when I do like these kind of paintings inside my artist book and just kind of free scribble, is the time just moves past. And yeah, but it's so much fun. And now when we actually have a lot of time indoors, it's nice to be creative, isn't it? Because as a creative, I feel like I never get bored. I always have some projects to do, and papier-mâché projects or paintings, or I learn new techniques while watching videos and stuff, just texting new things. Oh, Simone, you're putting out the pool now. Is it warm enough where you are to swim outside? That is so fun. It's been quite warm here as well. It's been around, what was it? I said 23 yesterday. Today, I'm not sure. I haven't actually been out yet. I'll go out for a walk after this. It's hot on Isle of Man. Okay, cool. Sounds fun. And are you filming as well? Are you making a video out of it? I'll come by and check it out once it's out. How do you like my bow tie today? Have you seen how festive I am, by the way? I made a little bit of an effort because it's Easter after all. Let's see. Is this one? This one is still dripping over here. It's not dried yet. Thank you, Jessica. Erica. You got bumped off. Why? Is it your internet? That is not fun. Jessica, yes, I did. My coffee is not that hot anymore. This cup is from India. I got it from one of my clients when they were visiting London. She always brings me these lovely, lovely gifts. And it always reminds me when I'm using this cup. It reminds me of them. Let's see if this one is dry enough now too. So if anyone joined later, here's one of the egg boxes that we decorated with an Easter theme. And I think this one is dry enough now, so I'm gonna add, let's see, does it still fit in here? A rainbow. Yeah, we can still fit it in there. Let's put that one on the side for a bit. Take the sticker off. Hey do Lena, hey do Arvid, hey do Victor. Lena is saying bye. Bye in Swedish is hej då. Thank you for joining today. Now I'm adding this little rainbow here in the background. Here we go. Oh no, I got some blue on my fingers, so now the cloud got some blue. Oh, never mind, it's okay. The background is still a little bit wet, so it's not sticking properly. There we go. Cute, huh? Anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna love you and leave you and let you carry on with your day. I hope you enjoyed crafting and getting arty with me today. And watercolor in the mug. You know, sometimes when I'm painting, when I have this water cup for the brushes like that, isn't that a lovely green shade, by the way? I like that. When I have the water cups next to the coffee cup, I actually do sometimes dip it in the wrong one. That's why I have to keep it on a separate table so I don't get confused in the process and pop them in the wrong pot. What is Simone saying? My battery is low. I'm gonna charge it inside and leave it. Seeing your pool video. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna let you go for now, and I hope you enjoyed getting crafty with us. If you did any of our crafts, I would love to see it. So do tag us on Instagram, LDN Art Nanny, and show it to us as well. And yeah, other than that, stay tuned for upcoming video. Okay, I need to go wash my hands as well. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember to hit the subscribe. Remember to hit the like if you like the video. And show me your art crafts. Okay, bye.